Scraff once again, back in Nascar Heat 2 career mode. And today we're heading for race number 4 of the 23 race season in the Camping World Truck Series. Apologies, it's been a bit of a while since I've done any of these races. A little bit under the weather at the minute, and I am job searching at the minute on the old job hunt, so these will be a bit until I feel like I get settled. These will be a bit further in between, but I'm going to aim to try and fit one in every day so we can get this career mode moving. We won at Martinsville, so we have put the tick in the box for 2 wins on our requirements. So we need to, we need a top 5 basically for the remainder of this sort of incentive contract, this 5-race incentive contract. Kansas is I pretty much do well at Kansas. Sorry, taking a sip of that coffee, that's still a bit warm. So just going to back out and make sure the career mode settings are okay. Yep, I see I've put this back up now, the tyre wear and fuel consumption. I left that off a few races, which was silly of me, and it took sort of strategy out of the play. So that's back there, that's fine. We'll do our quick qualifying lap at Kansas, see where we end up. Obviously, being in the Bracklowski Motorsports truck, we should do okay. I'm hoping for a top 20. As I said, I'm not that great at qualifying. I run better lap times, say, like on a 10-lap run at a place. I'm likely to pick up 10ths every time I go around. I build up on the rhythm. And when you just do the quick qualifying, I seem to just, you know, if you could do 5 laps of quick qualify, for example, I think I'd start much higher up the grid because I get into the rhythm of it. But you didn't even get really a full practice lap here, so it'd be nice if you could do a practice lap and then your lap. Because I think people got 2 laps qualifying when they back in the old days when that's how they qualified, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Well, this is a nice pace coming out of turn 4, so we'll see what we can do on this lap. I feel like that was a good 1 and 2. The run didn't seem quite as strong as I'd have liked on the back stretch, but we'll see what 3 and 4 is like. That felt pretty good, but we'll see where we end up. I'm not sure. 26, so not a great qualifying run from us here in the Bracklowski camp. Where do our teammates sit after that? We've got Chase was going 5th, and Austin is in 13th, so we're like way off the pace considering our teammates started so well. But here we go, boys. Green flag is in the air at Kansas. Stage 1 will be 9 laps. Let's see if we can earn some stage points here. 9 laps at Kansas, I'm not sure. We might have to wait till the second stage if we want to move up the field. Jennifer Jacob's giving us a bit of a grief on the inside. We're going to run the outside. Tracks like this I tend to run better on the outside. These wide sweeping corners. Lots of room. Houston scared me a little bit there. Just jumping around. I mean, I say that, but we seem to have swept a lot of drivers there. As I said, this legendary pace, it needs an update. I know we have a strong truck, but half the field in a lap is not very competitive for these guys. And that was clean racing. It wasn't as if I was putting people out of the way like I have done in some of them, so I think it's legal to run down here, so I'm gonna. Oh, nearly got into our teammate. Is that Cody Coughlin, that guy? Yeah. Right, so we are gonna get stage points, it would seem. As I'm just blasting by these guys. fuel sitch. Okay. So 3 and 9. We have about 12-ish laps of fuel on a full tank, it would seem. Who's the leader right now? I feel like that's Enfinger. Oh no, that's Crafton up there. So Crafton's got quite the lead. Chase Briscoe, our teammate, currently in 4th. We're about to break into the top 5 once we get underneath Ben Rhodes. Now we're battling for 2nd. This is crazy. How many laps was that? 5. Yeah, they really need to make the game, the legendary difficulty, more difficult. I might sign with a weaker team, guys, in the Xfinity series if this is going to be a consistent issue. But I'm sure they'll patch this by then, because this needs to be tougher, or make a, even a legendary plus difficulty or something. Best lap ever at Kansas. You heard it here first. What lap was that? 32.98. Okay. I'm not sure if we'll be able to catch Crafton for the stage win, but we'll see what we can do. Another best lap. I will take it. Try not to damage the truck. I really don't want to have to repair anything. Because that kills pit stop times if you have the repair on. Yes, even if you don't have damage, guys. Do not have repair on. It just fucks you up. Because it'll treat it like you have minimal damage, but even still, that's time on your pit stop that you don't want to use up. So Crafton's we're gaining on Crafton, but we've only managed to pull him in 2/10 over the last 3 laps. So he has a very strong truck tonight. I'm going to be changing up the paint scheme every now and again, guys, to make things a little bit more interesting for you guys. And as true to life, teams run different sponsors, different racetracks. So we could role play a little bit and say that we got sponsored by someone else. And we finished stage 2 in 2nd. So not bad. That's 9 playoff points, regular season points. Briscoe in 6th. Everyone's going to pit, so we're going to pit as well. We're going to take 2 cans of fuel, 4 tyres, and not repair. See where we end up. So we're going to stay in the same position. Sometimes this game could fuck you when you're on pit road. Under caution anyway. You'll appear like 8th back or whatever because there's something obviously going wrong on pit road. However, this time, no problems. We start where we came in. Matt Craft not getting a great restart on the bottom. We're going to cut down in front. Oh no, that was Enfinger on the rear view. I thought that was Crafton. Oh no, Crafton's around. Oh my god, I feel terrible. That was so not intentional. I just saw the yellow in the rear view and I was like, man, Crafton got a terrible start. When I get inside of him, turn 1, get a good run off, make a good apex on the corner, and I don't know where he ended up. Oh, I hope I haven't DNF'd him. He was the only guy we were going to be racing tonight as well. I don't reckon any of these guys have anything for me. And I really hope they do. And I'm not going to drive the truck slowly or slower just to make some competitive sort of race. We lead all the laps, we'll lead all the laps, but now they seem to be somewhat. I did see someone say this. Certain tracks, they seem to be a lot more aggressive after the first stage is finished. I don't know how true that is, but we'll see. We've got our teammate behind us now, Chase Briscoe. 5 laps to go in stage 2. I mean, you never know, they might have made the, the truck series easy, so you can just feel like you're doing well, win the championship trophy and move on to the Xfinity, and then it's harder, and then the Cup series is obviously harder again. I don't know. I mean, we've obviously got that momentum thing, but quite honestly, screw the momentum. If I'm able to just put these lap times down and those guys put theirs down, and this is the gap that we've got. Because we are dominating the Camping World Truck Series world right now. I mean, this race could have been totally different if perhaps Matt Crafton wasn't taken out there by me. He's going to be super pissed, I imagine, on the rivalry thing, which is a shame. It was never my intention to do that. It's just one of those racing deals. I just saw the gap on the restart. I thought I would try and take that position, and I mistakenly identified the truck behind. Must have been Enfinger in the 3rd spot. God damn. And we're continuing to set faster laps, so yeah. We're gonna have to pit at least another 2 times here, so I don't know. Looks like we might win 3 in a row here. Martinsville and Atlanta. And then Kansas. I mean, there is no shadow of doubt this Aspendental Smithfield Ford is incredible. I can run it high, I can run it low. It's a beast. And we take the checkered flag, the green and white check flag for stage 2. Now in the caution, we're going to check, since we have that time, where Matt Crafton currently is. Matt Crafton is back up to 11th. Running currently, it looks like Tommy Joe Martins has had some trouble and had to finish the race early, call the night early for him. So tough break for him. I'm going to put repair damage on, just because it'll put me in the back in the field a bit. Okay, it didn't this time. Okay. Oh well. I guess I might have been talking a load of crap, but we'll see. And the green flag is out. We're here for the next 21 laps, sorry. Till the end of this race. Well, 20 laps now apparently. I've shifted early there by accident, but it doesn't seem to have cost me anything. Who's right behind me? I'm assuming this is Grant Enfinger. Gonna give him the bottom because he looks faster. Hopefully they're in raring to go mode now, and they want to race me. Of course, Enfinger, apart from me, is the only other driver to win a race this season, getting the win at Daytona. Try and go around the outside of Enfinger here to lead. Now he's suddenly become quite strong on the bottom, which is nice to see. It means we're going to have to actually fight these next 19 laps. here is the top 5 leaderboard that we will keep on. I know it's super early, guys, but why don't you post your playoff predictions for this series for this season? Me and Grant and Finger currently are the only ones locked in with a win. What are the drivers in the NASCAR Heat 2 Camping World Truck Series roster do you think will make the playoffs? Comment that down below.
All clear, all clear.
If I'm going to beat these guys, I think I'm going to have to go at the bottom, because they are, John Hunt and Nemechek on the inside is overall making up ground on me a little bit.
Hold your line. Clear all the way out. Oh.
I mean, I'm driving the shit out of this truck, like, kind of as hard as I can right now.
Hold your line.
I mean, we're gradually making a little bit of gap upon.
Yellow flag.
Oh, and the yellow flag comes out, guys. Estimated fuel is 8 laps. Do we pit now? We'll still have to come in for a splash though if we do that. No, I reckon we need to stay out. We'll just come in when they come in. And we might get another caution, you never know. So my crafting now up to 6, 2 rows behind me. Can he make something happen tonight? Can he get redemption and win this race and lock himself into the playoffs? See, I seem to get a better start from the outside of the front row. And Finger with a nice run. Keeping up with me in the turn 3. His truck is glued to the bottom of the racetrack. 13 to go. Whoa, Enfinger checked up there really badly. I don't know what happened. Chase Briscoe in 3rd, our teammate. So a win, possibly, and a top 5 for the free truck team would be pretty cool. My craft did not manage to break the top 5 yet. Trying to run that super high line. See what it's like. Looks like we get a nice jolt of speed out the corner there. Overall lap time, I'm not sure you can make up much up there, but you might be able to make some cool passes up there. Alright, when should we think about coming in? Probably going to wait another 3 laps before coming in. Stretch the fuel as much as we can. So I reckon we'll have around 12 laps of fuel. In fact, 10 to go. I'm gonna go around one more time, and then I'm bringing the truck down pit road. And this will be my first pit stop under green in this game, actually. Well, no, that's not entirely true, but in the trucks, yeah. And the yellow flag comes out. This changes everything. We're going to pit, we're going to take 2 cans, 4 tyres, repair, yes, and see where we come out. Matt Crafton has lost a spot, but that puts him on the inside lane. Our other teammate, Austin Cindric, knocking on the door of top 10. This may be the last restart of the race with not many laps to go. Let's see what happens here at Kansas. Ooh, we're back to 13th. Okay.
It's in.
Let's see what we can make happen. Green flag out at Kansas. 6 laps to go. I'm going to dive underneath Ben Rhodes. There's Mark Crafton, obviously, with quite a large amount of damage there on the left side, where he must have spun down and hit someone or something. Bit of damage on the nose too. Whoa! Who was that? Ben Rhodes dives it way deep underneath me with a great run. I'm going to make a huge dive along the bottom. I don't want to get up into anyone, so I want to back off. Gas. Battling for the top 5 spot right now, which we need for our contract. We have to finish top 5 every weekend. After Kansas, there'll only be one more weekend for this contract incentive. Let's move underneath Ryan Truex for the 3rd spot. And Noah Gragson going into turn 1. Grant Enfinger, the next target. Could he be tonight's winner? His teammate Matt Crafton was able to pull out ahead of me, and I was not able to catch him before the stage end. And it was with about the same amount of laps to go as there is now till the end of the race. So can Grant Enfinger hold me off for another 3 laps at the line? Our truck has definitely been the one to beat, as it has done every weekend basically. But with that pit stop so gone wrong, we fell back quite a few positions, slowed us down. With 2 to go at the line though, I am gaining on Grant Enfinger, but is it enough? Could we pass him for the win and get 3 in a row in the Camping Wheel Truck Series? Big gains were made out of 4, but can we keep up this pace and pass Enfinger? Truck got tight there, had to run it all the way against the outside wall. As we come out of turn 4, the white flag will be waving. Enfinger's going to block the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to block me at the top. We're diving into turn number 1. It was a photo finish at Daytona between us two. Will it be another here at Kansas tonight? Side by side. Out of turn number 4. We're edging away. Who's it going to be at the line? We beat Enfinger. Back to the line at Kansas. Wow, that was a cool finish. Enfinger edged us out at Daytona. We edged him out at Kansas. That's 3 in a row for this 28 Smithfield team. Let's take a look at that finish, actually. See how close it really was. Yep, it looks exactly like what happened at Daytona. It's just the trucks have swapped places. When did we get the biggest advantage on him, though? Let's have a look. Okay, so we're side by side exactly here. More or less. There was a little bit of contact, but I don't think that really made a difference. At that point in time, we were going to win the race. The contact didn't slow him up any. Wow, what a race. That's 3 in a row for Brad Kozlowski Racing. And our 28 Aspen Dental Smithfield Ford. $36,000. At the end of the day, it will be Matt Crafton who sits second in points. We have taken the lead with 209. Our teammates, Chase Briscoe in 5th with 157 and Austin Cindric with 135. Chase Briscoe, in fact, we are the, no, we're the, well, 2 teams have won. Both two teams have all of their trucks with playoff stage wins and things. So here we are at Kansas Victory Lane, celebrating our first win at Kansas in our careers. Fastest lap was us with a 32.84. We led 20 laps, most laps led, and we were also on the moves. What? Though some of these stats are broken. Said I started 26th and finished 22nd, but as you can see clearly at the top there, we obviously won, and you saw the video. So a bit bizarre, the stats. Whatever. This game's made in Unity. What do you expect? Apologies. Christopher Bell says your stats are starting to look pretty good with those 5 lifetime wins. Keep them coming, up and coming. And there we go, guys. That is our race done. And now we have a Thursday race at Charlotte, the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. We need to get a top 5 there, and we will complete our 5 race incentive contract for 32,000 big ones, which will be cool. Currently sitting with $713,000 in the bank and just under 3,000 fans. So after 4 races in the Camping Wheel Truck Series season, we have currently 3 wins at 4 races. Can we go for 4 in a row? Could we? We'll have to see. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning into today's NASCAR Heat Evolution Career Mode video, and I will see you all at Charlotte.